Hey, what's up, people? This is Movado 242 coming back at you again with a couple of stories. I won't be on here long, but wow. If you've been paying attention to the political landscape in the United States for the last week, you have witnessed upheaval on the scale of which we have never seen, at least I have never seen, being conducted by an incoming president. We have all this corruption being uncovered with the USAID, where they're laundering money, pretty much spending our tax dollars on all kinds of nonsense. We see Trump revoking security clearances for some prominent people, most notably Joe Biden. I think he got Obama's rejected or terminated. And, I can understand Biden. If he's not fit to be president, why is he walking around with security clearances? People have been rumored for years that Obama was actually running the Biden administration, so his access has been pulled. There's a list from the White House. It says, effective immediately, the Director of National Intelligence, in consultation with the Director of Central Intelligence Agency, shall revoke any current active clearances held by the following individuals. And he's got a long list. James Clapper, Michael Hayden, Leon Panetta, John Brennan. Pretty sure Clapper should have been terminated years ago. His lying ass. Excuse my French. But yeah, there's a whole list of names. Andrew Lipman. Let's see if there's anybody else I recognize on this list. Nah, that looks like about it. I mean, there's 50 names on that list. John Bolton, he's out. Probably some more to come. But yeah, Trump is cleaning the house. I mean, if the deep state is on its heels, like I said, love Trump or hate him, and I've yet to figure out whether or not he's playing ball with the right team. But I said earlier that if Doge does not confront the Federal Reserve, request an audit of the gold reserves at Fort Knox, and request an audit of the Department of Defense. That's what I'm going to need to see to confirm their legit. Also, as you consume your news over the next few days, pay attention to how many times you hear the term, we are facing a constitutional crisis, thrown about. I've heard it a couple of times today, and it seems that when they want to get a narrative out there, the talking heads all get in lockstep and they start repeating the same thing. I know you've seen those commercials where they basically have a panel of reporters, and all of them are basically saying the same thing. Maybe the slightly variations here or there, but the main subject is all the same. Be on the lookout for the phrase constitutional crises. And I heard a politician today, saying that Doge was a threat to our democracy. These idiots don't even know. Well, maybe they do know, but they don't often say it. They always refer to democracy. The United States is not a democracy. It is a representative republic. So, for one, they don't even know what form of government we have. It's not a democracy, that's for sure. So anyway, this is Movado 242 signing off. Like I said, keep up. Pay attention to what's going on in the world today. There's a lot of stuff happening. A lot of people say, that doesn't bother me, that doesn't affect me. And I have an old saying, somebody once told me, you can keep your head buried in the sand, but that's not going to keep you from getting kicked in the behind. And this is not a time to have your head buried in the sand. This is a time to be aware, to be awake, to pay attention to what's going on and what's being said, because you may or may not believe it, but the people that have the power, if they believe it, it will affect you. So with that, this is Movado 242 signing out. Peace.